Our kitchen had 6 doors leading out from it. To the front, the dining room, which we first used as a living room, bedroom, the upstairs, to the cellar, and to the back foyer, and then to another room, which was supposed to really be the dining room. However, this room was devoted to the milk business before my father went fully out into dairying. In it we had a milk separator, which separated the cream from the fresh milk, sending the cream through one pipe into a container and the skimmed milk through another pipe to another container. The cream we churned in a butter churner to make fresh butter to be sold in the city. Also the buttermilk, which remained in the churner when the cream turned into butter. My mother washed the butter by kneading it in pure, spring-fed well water until the water came out absolutely clear. Then we formed the butter with a mallet in a rectangular wooden contraption into 1-pound pieces. These 1-pound forms looked so festive because the base of the contraption had a pretty design on it, which imprinted itself on the butter. We wrapped the individual pieces in special paper and kept them cold until marketing day, when my father went to Norwich to sell his products. We usually made the butter the day before, maybe 2 days before at the most, before the marketing day because of lack of proper refrigeration. I enjoyed churning the cream into butter. You know why? I loved sour cream, so while turning the handle of the churn, I would stop a moment to lift off the cover and sample the beaten cream. It was so good. Now, if caught doing that, I'd get a good scolding, but I did it every time and rarely got caught. I remember one day when I was very young enough and small enough to be able to crawl under the bed and not be seen. I opened a large 20-quart can of sour cream, dunked a cup into it, and proceeded to enjoy it, when all of a sudden I heard my mother and father driving into the yard. See, they had gone away. And being so young, I had no knowledge of time span. What shall I do, I thought. I know, I'll hide under the bed and eat my cup of cream. No one will see me. I threw the cover down and ran into the kitchen and straight under the bed. Little did I know, nor did I realize, that I left a trail of cream behind me. I could hear my father say to my mother when they came into the house, "Mom, we have a thief here, a sour cream thief. I wonder where he went. Let's see. Let's follow the drops of sour cream. Look, they lead straight to the bed. The thief must be under the bed. Come on out, you little thief. Come on out. I want to see who you are." I was mortified. The cream was not so good anymore. I was afraid because I was told many times not to touch the cream in the can. I came out very shyly and afraid, only to catch my parents' smothering laughter. My dad scolded me and sat me down at the table, saying, "Eat it here, not under the bed." I was so frightened that I'm sure I didn't enjoy my cupful of cream. To this day, and I'm a grandmother to 8 grandchildren, I love sour cream. We had a walk-in pantry on one side of the back entry that I mentioned. It was a perfect refrigerator in the wintertime. Everything froze solid in it. That's where we kept a great deal of the meat. In winter, of course. It was perfect. But I hated to go into that pantry in winter, only in extreme necessity. By the same token, this pantry was torrid, unbearably torrid, in the summertime. Now, eventually, the milk room became a bedroom. The bedroom living room became a dining room, and another room became our parlor. This living room, or really the dining room living room, had a parlor stove in it to heat it. The two bedrooms leading off it were heated by this parlor stove. Our real parlor, our real living room, had no stove in it, so we couldn't even use that room in the wintertime. We usually shut it off. This stove could accommodate very, very large chunks of wood. Big ones like the one I spoke about that we used to be able to put into the stove in the schoolhouse when I was teaching.